Today's video, how to look awesome wearing an Oxford shirt. Gentlemen, you ready? Let's get into it. So let's start this video off by talking about what is exactly an Oxford shirt, because the word gets thrown around quite a bit and a lot of people are confused. They think they're wearing an Oxford, they're not. They think they're wearing a dress shirt and they're actually wearing an Oxford. So the word Oxford refers specifically to the fabric. Now let's talk about what makes Oxford fabric. Really, it comes down to it is a basket weave. And this is the key right here. Multiple weft threads are crossed over an equal number of warp threads where the threads of a single color are mixed with white. So what we see is oftentimes a dark blue mixed with the white. And we get what you see right here, a lighter blue. If I go in and I look specifically at this, I'm going to see there is a darker blue in there mixed with the white. So the warp weft, basically they're going over each other. They're mixing to form a lighter color. So a lot of Oxfords out there are going to be, they're going to look like pastels. Now the mixing of the white with the dark color, you don't have to always follow that. And a lot of mills, they don't stick with it. Traditionally, that's what an Oxford was. But nowadays we see a lot of white on white. We see sometimes blue on blue. It doesn't always have to go with that, but traditionally that's what you would see in an Oxford. So now you better understand the fabrics. Let's talk about Oxford styles. So the fabric is casual. Therefore, the shirt style should be casual. Makes sense, right? So what we're going to see are things like button-down collars. The soft roll button-down collar is oftentimes synonymous with the word Oxford shirt. Whenever you think of the Oxford shirt, many people instantly think the button-down collar. It does not have to have a button-down collar, but it works well with the fabric, with the casual overall feel of the shirt. Now, the pocket over here. You don't have to have a pocket with your Oxfords, but oftentimes you will see a pocket. A pocket does make a shirt more casual. What you're not going to see on an Oxford, though, you're not going to see epaulets up here on the shoulders. You're not going to see side pockets. Now, a shirt doesn't have to have that type of a collar. It can have actually, this right here is a little bit of a spread collar. You won't probably see too many point collars on an Oxford. Not that you can't wear a tie with an Oxford. In fact, I think an Oxford looks great with a tie, but this one right here went for a sleeker overall look. Now, with all this talk about Oxford fabrics, Oxford styles, you may be asking, is an Oxford shirt an actual dress shirt? The answer is no. Now, many people wear it as a dress shirt, and many people are not going to notice the difference, but an Oxford shirt is actually made to be worn as outerwear. A dress shirt is made to be worn under a jacket. It's a small distinction, but it's an important one to understand, again, where the Oxford shirt fits in your wardrobe. This is something that you can wear without a jacket. Now, it looks great layered and worn with other things, as I'm about to show you, but this shirt in of itself is not truly a dress shirt. It's more of a casual button down. I think that looks great. So you can wear this with shorts. Yes, you can. When you roll up the sleeves, you can wear it untucked. Yes, you can, when it's the right length. So that gives actually this shirt a lot more versatility than a normal dress shirt. So here in a second, guys, I'm going to talk about outfits. I'm going to talk about how to take these Oxford shirts to match them with jackets, with shoes, with sweaters, with jeans, all that stuff. We're going to put together a few outfits with the light blue Oxford. This is a classic look, probably the first Oxford I would recommend a man start off with. Again, it's got the darker blue mixed with the white, and what we get is this lighter blue. Very versatile, something that, yes, you could wear it with the button down, you could have the pocket, or you could go for a cleaner look. Me in particular, I probably would go with this. I just find that this works better for my body build, and I like this style. But hey, if you like the button-down collar, go for it. You've got both options. Now, what are we going to wear with this? I think that this is going to need to be dressed down. So knowing that, I could bring in a nice trucker jacket right here. I'm a big fan of layering with this look. Now, what am I going to wear for below? I would probably go for chinos. You could probably even bring in a red pair of chinos, but maybe you want to just go for something that has, more of a tan color to it. You could also wear corduroy. You want to be careful, though, of wearing jeans that are of a similar color. You don't want to go for the Canadian tuxedo there. So my next outfit, I'm going to stick with the same colored shirt. I'm going to go with a dark pair of jeans, and I'm going to go with this sweater right here. Instantly, what do we notice? It's probably the collar, the nice shawl collar, and also the military-inspired shoulders, that extra bit of padding right on here. Now, this color works particular for me. I love greens, olive greens in particular. I love dark browns. I love blues, and you probably have certain colors you gravitate naturally towards. Now, what to do about the footwear? So I'm going to bring in a pair right here of rugged Chelsea boots. These are slip-on. They've got basically a rubber sole. These are great for traction, and I feel this overall combination would look great. Next up, I'm going to take that last combination and I'm simply going to switch out that sweater, or I would layer on top of it. So see, I'm going for multiple layers here because this brown would work with that green, would work with this blue, or I could just ditch the sweater. Some of you guys may not have liked it, and I could just go with this moto-inspired leather jacket. So for this next outfit, I'm simply going to change out the shirt. I'm going to wear the same dark colored jeans, and I'm going to go for a more monochromatic look. Now, many of you guys may be saying, Antonio, is that really an Oxford? Because when I look at this fabric, it looks like it's made from the same type of yarn. Remember, an Oxford traditionally had a white yarn mixed with a dark color yarn. That's traditionally. This is a modern interpretation. It does still use a basket weave, and therefore it can still be classified as an Oxford. Now, because of the dark color, it's always going to be a more casual shirt, actually almost more casual than this one right here, even though it has cleaner style details. So what would I mix and match? Well, I could go with the same moto jacket right there, right? Or I could dress it up and I could go for this look. I could even bring in a casual tie with this. Wear those same dark colored jeans, maybe go with a laced boot, maybe even go with a dress shoe if the jeans are tapered, fit me well. So you can see how you can have fun with this. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. Now let's dress things up. So we're going to go ahead and we're simply going to change out the shirt. We're going to go with the white on white. For many people, they're going to think this is a dress shirt, but you know there is a difference. First off, let's look at the weave. It's got more of a texture to it. It's got a rougher weave. This is clearly a basket weave. Now next up, you notice the style details. It's got the button, it's got the pocket. Okay, this is an Oxford. It's not technically a dress shirt, but I can wear it in many ways as one. So what would you wear with this? Well, if you're going to dress up those jeans, you could maybe bring in this sports jacket right here. This one's going to be right here. See how it works with the white? Brings out the small details right here in the jacket. But this is all still a casual outfit, but you'll still be the best dressed man in the room. Even though you're dressing casually, you could possibly bring in a tie with this, wear this with jeans, maybe with those dress boots. But let's say you want to step it up even higher. Well, that's where you bring in a casual suit. So a casual suit, jacket, trousers made from the same material, bring in this white Oxford shirt, boom, you've got a nice contrast. This is something that is going to really level up your style. You could bring in a wide variety of neckties, different colors, have fun with it. Wear this obviously with dress shoes. You probably would want to go with a thing in oxblood, maybe a dark brown, but again, it depends also on your colors, your complexion, what you really like, and what you've got in your wardrobe. All right, gents, now it's your turn. Let me know down in the comments, what outfits did you like? What outfits maybe not so much? How would you have changed some of the outfit suggestions? How do you wear your Oxford shirts? I want to hear from you guys. You know I love your comments, love interacting with you down there. And last but not least, gentlemen, I want to thank you for being a part of the community we've created here at Real Men Real Style. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me, for you giving me feedback on these videos, how I can get better, how I can improve, how I can give you the information you need to become the man you know yourself to be. That's it, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.